Things like the Ark of the Covenant or the Hope Diamond come to mind when we think of cursed objects. Items that are large, monumental, and even biblical in nature, and are said to be capable of killing you with a single touch. However, there are a lot of everyday things that seem to be cursed as well. Let's see the top 10 most cursed objects in the world. 10. Little Bastard. James Dean owned the infamous car, Little Bastard. Although the Porsche Spyder was a beautiful little sports car, it turned out to be a lethal force of nature. Its first victim was none other than James Dean. 9. The Women of Lem. This statue is also known as the Goddess of Death, because whoever owns it appears to die soon afterward. When the British invaded Cyprus in the 1970s, the statue was stolen. 8. Dybbuk Box. This small box may not appear to be much, but it has left a trail of death and terror in its wake. Originally, the box belonged to a Holocaust survivor. She sold it to an antique store owner, Kevin Manis. Kevin was warned not to open the box. She claimed it was home to a demon known as a Dybbuk. The box began its reign of terror once it was opened. Kevin left his shop shortly after opening the box, only to return a short time later to find it half destroyed. Because nothing was taken, it was most likely not a break-in. 7. Annabelle the Doll. In 1970, a woman purchased the doll for her college-age daughter. The doll began terrorizing the daughter and her friends on a daily basis soon after. The doll allegedly stood up on its own, moved from place to place without being touched, and left creepy notes and threats on parchment paper, according to the girls. 6. The Hands Resist Him. We can all agree that this painting is a little frightening on its own. It appears to be of a little boy and girl, with the exception that the girl is a doll. The painting's owner decided to put it up for sale on eBay, telling potential purchasers that it was cursed. He claimed that the child and girl moved around a lot in the picture, even leaving it to go out into the real world. 5. Anna Baker's Wedding Dress. In the 1800s, Anna was born into a wealthy family. In one of her father's workplaces, she fell in love with an ironworker. Her parents, on the other hand, were adamantly opposed to their union. Anna had already purchased an expensive wedding gown, hoping her parents would eventually approve of her choice. She spent her life lonely until she died. 4. The Anguished Man. We're not quite sure why anyone would choose to keep a creepy painting like this in their home, especially since the painting ends up haunting anyone who owns it. A man inherited the painting from his grandma, who warned him the painting was teeming with evil spirits. Rumor had it the artist mixed his own blood with the paints, and then killed himself after finishing the painting. 3. Robert the Doll. The doll was, without a doubt, a young boy's best buddy. He blamed Robert whenever the child misbehaved. This may appear to be the boy's active imagination, or him simply seeking for a method to shift blame, but there were a few instances where furniture was flipped or vandalism was committed in ways that no young child could physically achieve. 2. Busby's Stoop Chair. Busby was a thief and a murderer, and he died almost 300 years ago. After getting in an argument with one of his partners in crime, the partner made the mistake of sitting in Busby's favorite chair. In a fit of rage, Busby bludgeoned his partner to death. The police arrested Busby the next day and sentenced him to death. 1. The Black Orloff Diamond. Until a monk stole it, the Black Orloff Diamond was the eye of a Hindu idol of Brahma. Brahma cursed the gem and everyone who owned it. The first person to buy the diamond committed suicide by jumping from a Manhattan building. Next, a Russian princess had the diamond. She also killed herself shortly after buying it. A friend of hers, another Russian princess, had the diamond next. She also killed herself.